And good morning, good afternoon, is noon. I'm a few seconds late, but I was doing stuff. I was doing some research, some final research, because I wanted to bring just a lot of good things to you today. Now, today we're going to talk about aging, and one of the things that I like is anti-aging skincare. So we're going to talk about that a lot, but we're going to talk about your heart and your internal organs and how that they age differently from each other and differently from your chronological age. And so I found this report very, very exciting because I did not know that. I thought that if you were X years old, that all of your organs were X years old. All right. And so we're going to see that things are different, and we're going to see that you can actually change your biological age. All right, you cannot change the number of years that you have been here on this earth, but you can actually change your biological age, especially where your heart is concerned. And so I thought that was really, really exciting news. And so have you ever wondered why you look at some people and they look like they are not the age that they claim to be, right? Some people age really, really fast, and then some people don't age very quickly at all. And so what we're going to be talking about is why that happens. The short version is people that age more quickly have more oxidative stress in their life, which means they don't have a lot of antioxidants in their life to combat the free radical damage. And so when you have a lot of free radical damage, then you're going to look older, all right, but you're also going to age more on the inside. So in a study published by Nature Medicine in April 2023, so this was just this past April, researchers discovered that our organs and tissues can age at varying rates, giving further evidence that our biological age does not align precisely with our chronological age. Researchers observed the connection between aging and different organ systems. For example, if someone's heart seems younger than his or her actual age, then the other organs likely share this youthful vitality. Conversely, organs that age faster than your chronological age, it's going to mean that you're going to be more susceptible to chronic diseases. Now, this is heart disease, cancer, diabetes, obesity, all those kind of things, right? Chronic illnesses. We don't want to have those. Nobody wants to have those. And I don't want you to have those either, okay? So researchers developed a tool called an organ age clock, okay? This evaluates the health functionality of your essential organs, such as your brain and your heart, and it opens the door to discovering how your internal organs age. So I thought this was really important. So aging is commonly associated with declining cellular tissue and organ function. So why does that happen? That happens because our mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of our cell, right? So you've got a little battery in every one of your cells. Those little batteries can wear out. And so when that happens, you quit producing energy, your body doesn't work right, and you're going to have more oxidative stress. So we don't want that. So how do you stop that from happening? You stop that from happening by having your antioxidant-rich foods. So those are your fruits and your vegetables with your very, very dark colors, your dark greens, your reds, your oranges, your yellows, your blues, your purples, okay? So when you have those foods in your diet, then those flavonoids, which make up those colors, your body uses those nutrients and turns them into antioxidants, and the antioxidants stop the free radical damage that's going on inside your body. And so there's a lot that we can do to stop the free radical damage, and we test for free radical damage when you're here. So if you've been watching me for a long time, you know that we use this nutritional scan by Pharmanex, right? We use that because it's a blue laser, and we just put the heel of your hand right on that laser, and it will read how much of the carotenoids, these are the bioflavonoids that are in your fruits and vegetables, how much of that is absorbed into your tissues. If it's not being absorbed into your tissues, then you're not going to be using that and making antioxidants from those components. So this is why we test, because if we don't have enough good stuff going in, then we can't stop that free radical damage. free radical damage is what ages us on the outside, so it ages our skin, and it also ages our organs, okay? Younger organs are able to heal faster. They're able to recover faster. We all know that. Why is that? Because they have more mitochondria. They've got more youthful mitochondria. So what do we want to do? We want to strengthen our mitochondria, all right? So we've got all kinds of tools here in the clinic that we can do to use to help you. So one of the things that we use to help with our mitochondria, when our mitochondria is not working properly, then we get all kinds of metabolic dysfunction. Cancer is the ultimate metabolic dysfunction. Diabetes is a metabolic dysfunction. Obesity is a metabolic dysfunction. Insulin resistance is a metabolic dysfunction. Liver failure, fatty liver, is a metabolic dysfunction. So if we take products that are going to attack that metabolic dysfunction, it's going to feed the mitochondria at the cellular level to help with those situations. So one of the things that we use, and we've talked about this before, is Age-Lock Meta. Okay, this is for metabolic dysfunction, right? Everything that has to do with the mitochondria has to do with your metabolism, has to do with metabolic dysfunction. So as we age, our stem cells age. Now, there's been a lot of research recently on stem cells. You can actually take your blood. You can go to a phlebotomist, take your blood. They can spin in a centrifuge. They can spin the plasma away from your white blood count and your red blood count, right? In that plasma are your stem cells. And then they do what they call plasma-rich protein, all right? And they take that, they pull out all the stem cells, they give you an injection, and it starts the recuperating process. You can also buy embryonic stem cells. These are taken from very healthy women. They are screened. They're taken from healthy women from the placenta, from the umbilical cord, and they are 0 days old. So they're very, very young. They've never really seen the light of day because they are extracted and quick frozen. And so when you get them, all right, then you're getting 0 aged stem cells that are able to differentiate into whatever you need in your body. So there's a lot of information about that going on right now. And so we want to let you know that if you take in antioxidants, you don't have to go and buy that. Your stem cells will regenerate and become younger because you're not having the oxidative stress. So that's really, really important. You can look at, there's a PubMed article on oxidative stress and stem cell degeneration, so you can look at that, all right? The theory is that as we get older, we have more toxicity, we have less nutrition, and so our body just doesn't work the way it needs to. And that is the theory of aging. And I am all about stopping the progression of aging, both inside and outside. So Dr. Keza Joy, she is a UK healthcare professional, right? She says young people have less wear and tear and less accumulated exposure to toxins and pollutants. As a result, the younger organs usually exhibit enhanced cellular function, much better metabolism, energy production, and waste removal. Okay, all of this is related to decreased susceptibility to sickness and disease. And that's what we want, right? We want to live longer, but we want to live strong as well. We don't want to go into our older years being decrepit, right? We don't want to have the mindset that, oh, well, I'm 60, oh, I'm 70, oh, I'm 80, I'm going to have XYZ disease, okay? So we need to have the mindset that if we do right, if we eat right, if we do all the things that we're supposed to do, then our bodies are going to do what it needs to do. Our metabolism is going to be in a more youthful function, right? So our mitochondria is going to be more youthful, and we're going to be able to withstand the assaults of the environment just a whole lot better. So concerning your heart, all right, about 75% of American adults have a heart age that surpasses their biological age. So that's important. On average, according to the CDC, the average New York adult has a heart that is 6 years older than their chronological age. So if he's 60, then their heart is going to be 66. Well, nobody wants that, all right? And you can determine your heart age. You just go on your browser, whatever browser you use, and put in a heart age calculator. Now, there's one from the UK that doesn't work so well with the way we do cholesterol numbers and that kind of thing. So get the one, if you're in America, get the one in the United States, and it's going to ask you for your height, your weight, do you smoke, do you have diabetes, do you take blood pressure medicine? It's going to ask those questions. Hopefully you say no to all of those 3 questions, and then they're going to ask you what your systolic blood pressure is. That's the top number, all right? You plug in all those things, and it tells you what your heart age is. So I did that this week because I wanted to know, and so I will be 66 on Sunday, and my heart age is 60. So my heart is actually 6 years younger than the rest of my body, okay? And so that's really, really important. You want to do that. To keep your heart young and healthy, then there's some things that you can do. One of the things is exercise. You need to exercise. You need to eat well, and you need to avoid all the nasty stuff. Smoking, drinking, sugar, processed foods, okay? We all know that. We all know that. But that Krispy Kreme just tastes so good, right? That Dunkin' Donuts just tastes so good. That cup of coffee, just tastes so good. So we lean into that because it is so good. Well, yes, because it's addictive. That's how they designed it. And do you need to avoid it 24/7 for the rest of your life? Not necessarily, but you need to be mindful. When you indulge in those kind of things, you need to be mindful. So exercising regularly, I know it's a dirty word. Exercising regularly removes your LDL cholesterol, preventing plaque buildup in your blood vessels. Engaging in aerobic exercise of moderate to low intensity can significantly reduce total cholesterol levels. So you don't have to go and do high intensity training. You can. If you want to do that, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people will tell me, oh, I'm too old, it hurts too much, I get too sore, whatever. If you do low intensity or medium intensity, you're still going to get the benefits that you want to get. It improves your blood circulation. It enhances your blood vessel elasticity and density. It regulates your blood pressure. In a study published by the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, discovered that just 6 months of training and running 1 marathon, even at low intensity, could reduce vascular age by 4 years. Now, there are people that love to run. There are people that love to run marathons. I do not happen to be one of those. Okay, I have issues. Running hurts. I don't do running. But you can still do something, some kind of cardiovascular exercise to get your heart rate up to do what needs to happen. As we age, the new heart cells known as cardiomyocytes diminish. That means our heart starts to wear out, okay? This loss of those cells causes heart failure. However, in a study that was published in Nature Communications, it revealed that adult mice could regenerate new heart cells after just 8 weeks of running exercise. So getting that heart pumping is a big deal towards getting what it needs. And so that's really, really important. Avoiding cigarettes, avoiding sugar, we've talked about that on a model based from the U.S. National Health Surveys and scientific literature indicates that reducing added sugar intake by 20% over 20 years could decrease incidence of type 2 diabetes by 19.9 cases per 100,000 people. And it would prevent coronary heart disease, all right, by 9.4 per 100,000 people. So that's, those are significant statistics. I don't know that I want to wait 20 years to see that something happens. and I'm very, very fortunate that I have lived a pretty healthy lifestyle my whole life. And so, I'm excited about that. If you're having issues, if you go to the cardiologist and the cardiologist says that your heart is having issues, if you do cardiovascular training, if you do running, you're going to see some benefit in your heart health. All right. Consuming whey protein. Now, I don't know if you do this. Whey protein is just about in every health food store. Consuming whey protein. This was a study, a PubMed study, all right, using a database of 35 million citations and abstracts, found that consuming whey protein can have several beneficial effects. It helps you reduce your risk of developing obesity. It helps your glycemic index levels, your insulin response, reduction in blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and enhancement in your lipid profile. Those are all your cholesterol numbers, all right? These positive outcomes collectively contribute to lower risk of cardiovascular disease, all right? Managing stress and chronic stress is crucial for keeping your organs young, because what does stress do? Stress releases free radicals. Free radicals are what cause oxidative stress and mitochondrial dysfunction. So we live in a stressful time in the world. All over the world, things are stressful. We've got to learn how to mitigate that. We've got to learn how to manage that so that we're not buying in, and I don't mean like I'm not agreeing with it, but we're keeping ourselves in a state of peace, parasympathetic nervous dominance, so that we can rest and recover and not join in all of that nonsense. Excessive stress can impair the body's immune system, the ability to repair and regenerate cells, leading to accelerated aging and organ deterioration. Most psychological stress can indirectly influence the repair process by encouraging the adoption of unhealthy behaviors. What are unhealthy behaviors? Drinking, smoking, eating sugar and processed food, right? We do that because we're tired. We do that because we're stressed. We do that because we want to feel good. We do that because when the sugar hits the brain, you get those good feedback chemicals, and so you need it because you don't mitigate your stress. So we want you to be mindful of your stress, and there's some different things that we can do about that, all right? So besides exercise helps your brain. Besides helping the heart, it helps your brain. As we get older, the hippocampus, which is a small part in the brain, it shrinks. And that causes cognitive decline in older adults, all right? And that is due to reduced generation of new neurons. So I don't know anybody that needs or that doesn't need to have new neurons, all right? We need our brain to function the way our brain is supposed to function. So there was a study at the Salk Institute of Biological Studies, and it showed that aged mice that exercised grew more neurons than sedentary mice. After 1 month of running, older mice generated up to 50% as many neurons as young mice, all right, effectively reversing age-related mental decline. So if you are older and you have age-related mental decline, if you start exercising, that can be totally reversed. So we want to do that. That is really, really important for our brain. Another thing that you can do for your brain is to take really good omega-3s, all right? Now, there are a lot of omega-3s out there, and we don't recommend every brand, but I want you to go to your cabinet and find your omega-3s. Everybody should have them, right? And you want to put them in the freezer overnight. Just put the whole jar in the freezer. When you're looking at your omegas, they should be clear. You should be able to see through them. After they are frozen, if they come out and they are a matte color, all the shiny is gone, then we know that you've got heavy metals in those supplements, so we don't want you to take that. An antioxidant diet is rich in blueberries, spinach, strawberries, green leafy vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, all right? In a randomized trial, in older participants with early cognitive impairment, they took a magnesium salt supplement daily for 12 weeks, which had promising results in reducing their brain age. So you've got a lot of things that you can do that are not expensive, that, don't require high intensity workouts, right? But you're still going to be making some good benefits on your health. Now, just to show you, if you have a lot of oxidative stress, then you need a lot of antioxidants. So this is one of my favorite products. I take these, okay? These are Life Pack Nanos. This is what they look like. They come in this little packet, right? These are the omegas right here. You take one of these in the morning, and you take one of those in the evening. This is much, much easier than having 5 or 10 bottles that you shake out this much, you shake out this much, you shake out that much, and then you have all those different vitamins that you're taking. And yes, you probably need all that, but that's just a big, big hassle. When you get it prepackaged like this, you're getting absolutely every nutrient that you need to combat aging in a healthy adult, okay? So this is what I do. This is what my husband did when we first got the scanner and we did our scans, and we took really high quality vitamins. We took a lot of them, okay? We spent a lot of money on them, and they were really good. However, we were not absorbing them. Could be because of our age, could be because of a lot of different things. We switched to these little vitamins, and within 90 days, we had gone from being in the yellow, which is not great, to being in the purple, which is perfect, all right? So I'm just telling you, these things work. I know that they work, and so we use them because we want to be healthy, and we want to make sure that our mitochondria is working. As we get older, people have insulin resistance, people have cholesterol issues, people have cardiovascular issues, people have fatty liver, right? So Meta deals with every metabolic dysfunction. Now, does this heal metabolic dysfunction? No. What it does is it gives you the nutrition that you need so that your body can function the way your body needs to function. So our largest organ, since we're talking about organs, is our skin, right? Our skin is our largest organ in our body. And if our skin is not healthy, then nothing is going to be healthy. And a lot of people feel like skincare is just foo-foo stuff. Oh, it's vanity, it's this, it's that, it's the other thing. No. If your skin does not look good, then that tells an informed person, a professional person, that what is on the inside does not look good, okay? And so we can actually look at people, look at their wrinkles, look at the way their skin, look at the color, look at the spots, look at all the different things, and it gives us some insight into how their metabolism is doing, how their oxidative stress is doing, do they have enough antioxidants or not, okay? And so one of the best things that you can do is to have vitamin A in your diet or have vitamin A on your face, all right? Vitamin A is a topical retinoid, all right? It is commonly used for acne treatment, but it has proven efficacy in promoting cell growth, clearing clogged pores, and normalizing the sebum production. That's the oiliness of your face. So vitamin A is a nutrient that you use. Whether used alone or in combination with antibacterial agents, it has shown promising results in reducing signs of premature aging caused by ultraviolet exposure, such as wrinkles, loss of elasticity, and pigmentation. So the thing about retinol, and retinol is out there, it's very expensive, and it can burn you, right? So that's the main caution that I have with retinol. But we have this lovely pump. It is called, I'm holding it upside down, it is called bakuchiol, right? And it will perform the same functions as retinol will, but because it is plant-based, it's not going to hurt your skin. So this is one of the things that we can do to put on our face for fine lines, wrinkles, and that kind of thing. I'm going to put a link in the comments so you can go to the website, you can check all that out, and you can see where you are. If your skin is saggy, it is because you are older and you have stopped making hyaluronic acid. You have got problems with the collagen breakdown, because when you're younger, you've got lots of collagen, and as you age, you don't have that much collagen. And so we have two things that I use, right? So this is Beauty Focus Collagen. It is something that you drink. You tear off the top and just kind of suck it up. You do this orally. This has been third-party tested against other collagens. All the other collagens that were tested had only a 12 to 14% absorption rate. This collagen had a 49% absorption rate. Studies further went on and showed that if you use this and you use a LumiSpa on your face, then the LumiSpa causes your skin to make its own collagen, which boosts your collagen up to 79%, which is amazing. Now, if you don't like to take collagen orally, we've got this little pump that is collagen. I've got it upside down. Collagen and vitamin C. So if you don't want to take collagen internally, but you want collagen on your face, then we've got this for you as well. All right. So you've got to take care of your skin. Skincare products with retinol, carotenoids, flavonoids, or peptides may help combat aging. This does, and this does. All right. So we want to do that. Carotenoids, remember we've talked about that this whole program. Carotenoids provide photoprotection. That means no sun damage. It improves skin elasticity. It improves skin hydration, texture, reduces wrinkles, and age spots. Flavonoids have an excellent antioxidant properties that can propel the skin's youthful appearance. Peptides support collagen production and improve skin texture and diminish wrinkles, which that is just music to my ears, all right? So to slow skin aging, you want to consume certain foods rich in essential vitamins and nutrients. Retinol or vitamin A can be found in meat, dairy products, and fish. Carotenoids are found in your dark-colored fruits and vegetables, so your bell peppers, your carrots, your leafy greens, your broccoli, your tomato, anything that has a really, really strong color. Also, they're found in eggs, all right? There's some teas that also have flavonoids in there, so you can look at that. Peptides are obtained from milk, oats, and eggs. Now, if you're going to drink milk, I want to make sure that you drink organic milk, because it doesn't have any antibiotics and it doesn't have any hormones, all right? So you want to protect your skin. You want to nourish your skin. When you are using sunscreen, which in the south of Texas, where we live, it's really important to use sunscreen, but I don't use sunscreen 24/7 every day. I just don't. I go out in the sun, I take in sun, barefaced, as much skin exposed as is appropriate for where I am, all right? And I only do that for about an hour. Then I put the sunscreen on. Now, the sunscreen, on this link that I'm going to put in, they've got a sunscreen, and it has 50 SPF, and it is fabulous, all right? You want to make sure that you don't do sunscreen 24/7, because then you're not going to get any benefit of the sunshine that you want to, all right? However, UV light, ultraviolet rays are responsible for approximately 80% of visual facial aging signs, right? So we don't want to do that. You want to be very, very careful. You want to enhance your liver. Your liver is responsible for your metabolism, your detoxification, and your bile secretion. So your liver is able to regenerate itself. In fact, I don't care how old you are, because your liver is just like magic. It is only about 3 years old, because it keeps regenerating itself and it keeps cleansing itself, because the good Lord knows that we need to have a really good filtering system for us to live in this environment. And so you want to make sure that you take care of your liver, because we're involved in an environment that is high frequency EMS. There's a lot of pollution. There's a lot of germs. There's a lot of fungus, certainly down here where we live in the swamp area. And so there's just a lot of mole spores and that kind of thing. And you need to treat your liver well. What treats your liver well? Meta. Okay. So I think that's pretty much all the time that we have time for. The end of this report says stay clear of such substances such as marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. Well, I hope that did not need to be said, but that was the end of the report because those kind of things really, really age your organs. So that's a lot of information. I'm going to put a link in the comments. You can go to that link. You can look at all the skincare. You can look at these wonderful vitamins. You can find this. You can find all the products that we talked about today. You can find on this website. And this link will give you the best pricing that you're going to get anywhere. So be sure and look at that. Look for that. If it doesn't work for you, let me know, and I will make sure that you get that information. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you commenting, all the things that helps Facebook know that we provide a lot of value, and it just kind of pushes this up on the page. And so we appreciate that. We appreciate your time. I know your time is very, very valuable. I'm very honored that you've spent this 30 minutes with me. So it is the weekend, and so you know my catchphrase, right? You want to go out and do a lot of self-care, relax, and rejuvenate, and I will see you next Friday at the same time. Take care.